but we'll find out more about that here
Yeah.
momentarily.
There you go.
With that, we have Miss Christy Manning. She is one of our special education teachers, but today, in her responsibilities and throughout the year, she is our leadership seminar co-advisor, and she and an incredible number of students are making a worthwhile event this evening, and she's here with the students to tell you more about it.
I think it has to do with the shirt that you have on, and so do so many of the others. All right, come on over. You've got quite the group here this morning.
Yes, the best group, I would say.
Oh, yeah? Yeah. So tell us about it.
Okay, so these kids have been working hard all year. We've been, here a couple times at the radio station talking about it, but tonight's the night that we have been building up to. Our mini-thon starts at 6 and runs until about midnight. At the very end, we're going to do our total reveal, so how much money we were able to raise locally. A couple weeks ago, we were actually able to go to the thon at Penn State. We were invited to go do some networking with some other schools. They talked to us, and then we actually got to go over and see the thon event. So it was a really awesome thing. One piece of information that they shared, though, was mini-thons that are across the state of Pennsylvania, and there's a few in like New Jersey and Maryland. But out of those mini-thons, about $6 million goes towards the $17 million that they raised this year. So, our little effort is actually making a pretty big impact. For that.
It really is.
Fighting pediatric cancer.
Yeah, what an amazing thing, and a great, really strong effort by Indiana High.
Yes.
Yeah, so let's meet a couple of our students. You can introduce yourselves.
Hi, my name is Bella Walker.
My name is Yusuf Omar.
All right, so you're both involved, obviously, in the leadership of this.
These two are overalls. So we break up into committees, and then we have two people that kind of oversee those committees, and they're really kind of the glue that keeps everybody together. So these are our overalls, and they've been doing a really great job this year.
Wow, well, wonderful. Tell me about the experience. Is it everything that you expected it would be?
Honestly, I'd say it's not what I expected. It's so much planning, so much effort. And everybody in leadership has such a big role. I mean, there's 27 of us, and every single person, we couldn't do it without them. So it's just amazing how we all work together, and we all have our own things, and we all do things together. And it's just amazing to see this group.
Pretty inspiring, huh?
For sure.
Yeah. What about you?
Like what Bella was saying, it really comes down to the people in leadership helping us out. Our advisor, Ms. Manning, Ms. Sabatini, and Mr. McElhaney. The people in our school just helping us make this event, a great event. Yeah.
And it's an all-school event. We have students in the room here who are here for other purposes, but they've got their T-shirts on too. And it really becomes a whole part of the school life.
Yeah, for sure. We have almost 400 sign-ups. We have like 370, not including like teachers or anything. So yeah, the students love it.
Yeah.
It's a really
So
great event.
is the money aspect of it all raised by now, and there's no chance to raise more, or can you still raise money?
We still raise money up until the end of the night. We keep counting. We're even like selling things at mini-thon. So if anyone is interested in donating, our website is ihsminithon.org to help us with our final push. But
ihsminithon.org.
yes.
All right. All one word.
Yep.
All right. Beautiful. So you're going to have a great night tonight, huh? How long are you going to be there?
6 hours.
6 hours, starting at what time?
From 5:30 until 12.
5:30 until 12.
Yeah. And we don't sit down at all.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, we're not leaving school, so we've been at school since 7:30, and we'll be there until midnight. But
Man, oh man.
hopefully we get something to
Man,
eat.
oh man. What happens tomorrow is the big question in classrooms across Indiana High.
Yeah, we all sleep. We don't go to school. Yeah, we actually do have the day off school tomorrow.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So hopefully we can sleep in for once, because that's going to be really nice.
Just a little bit.
Yeah.
Just a little bit. Well, hey, thanks for coming in.
Yeah.
Thanks for all of the efforts, too.
Yeah.
Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
We appreciate it. Principal McElhaney, who else do you have for us this morning?
Well, next up we have Ms. Beth Porter, one of our illustrious art teachers, and she's here with some of her students to tell you about what's going on in the art community.
Yeah. Notice he said an illustrious art teacher.
Good morning.
Most art teachers should be illustrious. They should be illustrating all kinds of things. Right?
Exactly. All teachers, actually.
There you go. There you go. So what have you for us today?
Well, we actually have three really big events happening or about to happen in Indiana right now. We have the IHS Senior Art Show, which is at the Artist Hand Gallery. We have the Youth Art Celebration coming up from April 19th until May 3rd. And then we have a display going on starting tomorrow at Senator Pittman's office window of a mix of student artwork, which will be there from March 21st until about May 9th. The Youth Art Celebration is something that's going to happen that gives all K-12 students in Indiana, including homeschooled students, an opportunity to have their art featured or exhibited in local Indiana businesses. And then they bring in local artists to give awards to students based on merit about their artwork. And then the display at Senator Pittman's office will be a mixture of the classroom art that we have from our ninth graders to our seniors. And then I brought two students, Victoria Adris and Ramona Lynn, who are going to tell you a little bit about the art that they actually have on display right now at the Senior Art Show at the Artist Hand Gallery, which will be there until Saturday. So there's still a little bit of a chance for anybody to see it if they want to.
All right. So tell us who's Victoria and who's Ramona.
I'm Victoria. I'm Ramona.
How about you each take a microphone? Say it again.
I'm Victoria.
Okay.
I'm Ramona.
All right. Victoria, what do you have?
I do pottery mainly, so I do bowls, teapots. I had cups, plates, things like that.
So is it as hard as it looks?
Yes. Yes, it takes a lot of upper body strength, I'd say, and it just takes a while learning how to get used to the wheel.
But once you get it, do you really have it then?
Yeah, yeah, it's like riding a bike, honestly.
Really?
Yeah.
Really? Ramona, what are you showing?
I have majority of like 2D like art displayed on the wall, and I think that's about all I have.
What? Say that again. What kind of art?
2D art, like
What is 2D art?
drawings like with graphite, colored pencil, painting. Yeah.
That's what I used to do. So what are some of the images that you'll see?
What I have are a few of like our school projects, which were like a portrait of like a famous person, or like a colored pencil drawing of like candy, or I don't remember what else was displayed up there.
It's really detailed work, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. When I used to do it, I always said I was good at it, but I hated doing it until you see the final product. And as I said to Brian Jones when he was in here a while ago, I would save a picture, and I still have pictures saved from when I was in high school, because I liked the way I drew that hand on that person. I hated the rest of the drawing, but that hand was really good, and I can't bring myself to throw it away. So people are going to see this where?
At the Artist Hand.
At the Artist Hand Gallery. Wonderful. And yours is going to be there as well?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. And is there, I should say,
Yes,
right?
Yeah, it's there.
It's there right now. Wonderful. Wonderful. Hey, thanks for coming in to tell us all about it.
Thank you.
Principal McElhaney?
You're an aspiring art student.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I was.
Sounds like it was a very palatable experience for you.
Ooh.
All right. Next up,
Man.
we have an incredible teacher at our school, and I say that because I don't know if you're not sure that you know this, but Mr. Eric Brocious, who's a BCIT teacher and FBLA advisor, as a club advisor, as a coach, as a mentor, a role model of our school community, he's going to be retiring at the very beginning of next year.
Yeah.
So I like to say that because we are going to miss him. He's done an incredible amount of work for our school, and he continues to do so, inspiring and teaching his students. But today he is here to talk about another capstone activity, and that is the FBLA competition. So he brought a few students with him, so I'd like to introduce Mr. Eric Brocious.
All right, Eric. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Good to have you back with us again.
It's good to be here.
Is this the last time I'm going to have you in the studio?
This could be the last time you're going to have me in the studio.
Oh, gosh, I don't want to hear that.
It's been a long time.
Yeah, it really has, and I've enjoyed having you come in, watching you on the sidelines as well for all those years that I did Indiana football.
Been a great experience.
Yeah, well, it's been wonderful having, and you continue to lead a program that really is amazing, the FBLA program at IHS.
I've been doing it for about 32 years and been in Indiana for 28, and when you have students like the three I brought today, it makes your job easier, and it makes it worthwhile to do that, and that's why I've continued to do that. We competed regionally at IUP. We had 62 finalists qualify to go to the state competition in Hershey. Out of that, because of other activities and things, because high school students are very busy.
Yeah.
We have 37 students going here the beginning of April to Hershey to compete. And actually, one of the gentlemen here that when he introduced himself, he has an opportunity to break one of our all-time records at IHS of being a 3-time national qualifier. Wow. So they have gone the last 2 years. So his team will be going back to compete to go as a 3rd-time national qualifier. This year, nationals will be in Anaheim, California. Without delay, I'll let my group speak and introduce themselves.
Wonderful.
Thank you.
Tell you what, you go over there and you can pick that microphone up a little bit so that it's more at your level. And well, it's about where it needs to be for the microphone to my left. Let's start to my left, and you can each introduce yourselves.
I'm Paige Fasonich.
I'm Claire Stewart.
I'm Andrew Grimm.
And it's good to have you all with us. Paige, let's start with you. What are you doing for FBLA for the big competition?
Actually, me and Claire are working together. We're doing parliamentary procedure with 2 other girls as well.
Oh, that's an interesting topic, though, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. How do you prepare for that?
Well, there's actually both a test and a performance event. So if you do well enough on the test, you have to basically run a meeting with your group, which is why there's 4 or 5 members typically in one group. So we're going to have to figure out parliamentary procedures basically and try to run a meeting at states, which is not something we had to do at regionals.
Yeah. So the meeting participants, will they all be from your group, or do others come together and make it hard on you?
It's just our group that runs the meeting, and then there will be judges that
On how you
determine
do it.
how well we did.
And how you do it.
Yeah.
So the preparation process for you, you mentioned that there's a lot of study that goes into it.
Yeah.
Making
It's
sure
very
that you get it
detailed.
right. Yeah. Are you enjoying it though?
We've been doing different events for the past couple of years, so this is our first time doing this event. We'll see how it goes at states, but we've had success with our events in the past.
Yeah. Well, that's wonderful. And obviously you enjoy the FBLA experience.
Yes, for
Yes.
sure.
Yeah. Terrific. And that guy over there, he's a pretty good leader.
Yes.
Yeah, he is. All right. So what about you? You 3-time national qualifier. You're going for that?
Yeah.
Yeah. In what discipline?
Network design.
Network design. For folks who don't know what that is, including me, what does that entail?
So it's basically like the Wi-Fi that everything runs on and all the devices, how they like interlink, how you run everything. It's like planning how a business, all the communications, all of that stuff runs together.
It's the infrastructure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so, we rely upon that heavily when we're doing sports broadcasts. And so that's really interesting because sometimes we just think it's here, it's in the air, and all I have to do is pluck it out of the air. There's a little bit more goes into it than that.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Now, this is what you're doing this year. Is this what you've done in the past?
Yeah, so this is the same event that this will be my 3rd year doing it, and I'm in the same group that I've been in. It's me and 2 other guys, and this will be our 3rd year.
Yeah. So tell me a little bit about your FBLA experience working with Mr. Brocious.
Yeah, so it's really nice having him as the advisor, especially with his background in this. With his business, he's able to help us a lot. So I think it really puts us ahead having his help in our planning, and getting ready.
Absolutely. All right. Well, good luck to all of you at FBLA.
Thank you.
All right, Mr. McElhaney, what else have you for us today?
Last but certainly not least, we have our esteemed athletic director, Mr. Dan Roan. And he's here with a few students to talk about some of the highlights going on with our athletic department.
All right. Very good, Mr. Roan. Good morning to you.
Morning, Todd. How are you?
Wonderful. Good to have you with us here. We just had you in here a couple of weeks
I know.
ago.
I'm sure you're sick of seeing me.
Who do you have for us today?
Really a star-studded cast. Wanted to bring in Nico Finella, 3-time medalist at the PIAA state competition, 2-time WPIAL champion. The accolades just keep rolling in. All-time winning leader at Indiana High School. It's just amazing what he's done with his career. And then Preston Kessler, 8-time WPIAL champion, 7-time PIAA champion, the accolades don't stop there. Just incredible. Two of the best athletes who I can say with confidence have come through Indiana high school. So really excited to have them here with us and talk about their futures and their high school careers.
Yeah, what have these guys ever done? My goodness gracious. Say congratulations to both of you. You've had a couple of really big weeks. Nico, you know, when you have a wrestling program that features Jim Nance at the very top of it for all of these years and be able to stand shoulder to shoulder with a bunch of the great stars of the past, it has to be pretty gratifying for you.
Yeah, it was a pretty good feeling. I like to match Jim Nance with at least one state title in my career, but I didn't be able to get that done. But definitely being up there with him, with my other accolades, is definitely makes me feel good.
Talk about getting through just even to make it to the state tournament, because that's not an easy thing, especially when you're wrestling in the WPIAL, is it?
Mm-hmm, yeah, it's definitely a lot harder than some people would imagine. Like, especially this year in AAA, we had 3 qualifications, so it's like sections, then whippeals, then regionals, and it's usually just sections and whippeals. So it was even a little bit harder this year with more other districts, but it's definitely you got to put a lot of work in and let it show.
So Mr. Rohn said, we want to talk about your future as well. I'm sure that you're going to enjoy a wrestling career in college as well.
Yeah, I'm headed to Pitt next year to wrestle, so I'm really excited for that. It's another whole career I'm going to have to go through, and I'm really excited about it.
It's a great program, too,
Yes.
isn't it?
Yes, really great. They have a lot of whippeal greats there right now, so it's nice. I'm comfortable with the team. I know the guys, and it'll be fun.
Yeah. At the end of a season, are you sore?
Not particularly, because you're more so sore every week, so you get used to it at the end. But
maybe
honestly,
I should have said at the end of the season, are you numb?
Yeah, for real. I'm feeling pretty great right now, so better than I have felt.
Terrific. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Preston, congratulations to you as well. That was quite the run.
Thank you.
Oh, man. I mean, just to watch as the results came in and you and your teammates as well. What a couple of years it's been for you guys, huh?
Yeah, I mean, it's actually been crazy. I remember being in like 8th grade, looking up to the high school team, like the guys in the high school team being like, wow, these guys are it. Like they run this place, and just being able to like come in and use like what they taught us as young kids and like build the team up to a level it's never been at before is crazy. Hey, I know actually we're on the radio, but I brought something to show you.
Look at that. We'll show them to our Facebook folks. There we go.
This is just 2 of them. I got 2 more at home from this year, and then
a bunch more.
A couple more after that.
Yeah. Just amazing, those gold medals. How about that?
They're nice.
They're pretty
yeah.
heavy too, huh?
Here.
Let me see here.
Pretty decent.
Here you go. Take that back, will you? I'm not worthy.
I actually think the PIAA medals are actually a little bit nicer than the national one I got.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
PIAA?
These are heavy.
Yeah. Wow, those look terrific. And, of course, to be able to stand on that podium has to be a moment, huh?
Yeah, it was crazy and unreal as a freshman to be up there, but to, like, come back every year and just best my time and, like, lower it and finally get the state record and keep my titles in my hands.
Yeah.
Feels good.
That's one of the things that people probably don't realize. Nobody has swum that event faster than you have in the history of Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's cool.
And the relay is a part of this as well, because you and your teammates got a couple of relay golds too.
Yeah. We got 2 relay golds, and then our medley placed pretty decently too.
Yeah. It has to be just an incredible feeling. And your career goes where next?
Yeah. So I'm headed off to Annapolis, the Naval Academy.
Yeah. Wow. So you're not going to be busy at all.
No, I'll be busy all the time, from before the sun comes up till after the sun goes down.
Yeah. And the hair isn't going to last very long once you get
No,
to
but
Academy either.
I shaved it enough for swimming. I'm not that attached to it anyway.
Yeah. Well, congratulations again. It's
Thank
a
you.
wonderful, wonderful thing. And my goodness gracious, what a couple of great examples of Indiana high athletics.
Indiana's best.
There you go. He's absolutely right. Principal McElhaney, you brought us a good group of winners in every sense here today.
Oh, absolutely. And we're incredibly proud of this group of students representing all aspects of our school community with honor. And we thank them for their efforts and the advisors who helped coach them along the way.
Cool. Thanks, everybody, for coming in. We appreciate it. Good luck to those of you who still have competitions to go as well. Have a great time at Thon, too, mini-thon.
Thank you, Todd.
It is the voice of Indiana County. It's WCCS 101.1 FM, AM 1160, WCCSradio.com. Marshall Criswell is